goes Joe. All right, guys. So it's, I don't know what today is. Monday or Tuesday. We just got back from vacation. Got Kennedy's car wrapped, as you saw. A little surprise. And we are working on Nick's car because I am signed up for a private rental this weekend with Nick's car. So Nick's car, been 850s with it. Pretty easy in the summertime. 100-degree heat in Dallas. And I kind of want to see how fast the car can go. It's not super light. I mean, it's got lightweight brakes, K-member, all that good stuff. But it still does have like pretty much full interior, like full dash, all the HVAC behind the dash. It does have a single Kirky. Haven't weighed it yet. We'll probably weigh it at the track, but it's not crazy light. I've definitely had S550s lighter than his. It's twin turbo setup. It's big twin turbos because it did have a built motor at one point. So now it's got the stock short block back in it. So I'm interested to see how fast I can get it to go. And I don't know. I haven't asked him if I have permission to blow it up or not. I got to see kind of where we're at. But anyways, doing some small maintenance on it. Got brand new tires for it. Some 315/50/70 or 315/50/17 ET Street R. So got some new meats for it. Gonna put those on. His weren't super worn down, but they're like over 2 years old. And the car had been sitting a lot, so figured I'd put some fresh tires on it. I added a Motion Raceworks overflow can for the coolant because it didn't really have one. It just kind of would spew out water randomly. So now we have a little catch cam for it. Let me show you. So there it is. Got that guy just chilling right there. So before it just had a little rubber hose and it was just dripping water here and there. So now it actually has a little tank to go in, and it's just kind of like easy little mock-up deal for the weekend. It's nothing crazy. And then I did get some turbo blankets because the turbos are super close to the head, so obviously they get a lot of heat there. Now it hasn't been an issue, but it definitely helps for driving this thing around town. I noticed when we were doing the cruise for Streetcar Takeover that the cylinder head temps would get really, really high the faster we'd get going because it'd be creating more heat coming out of the exhaust. So got some turbo blankets, and honestly, they look a little bit better. Makes the turbos look a little bigger. So got those, got that. Got the new tires going on tomorrow, and then just got to do some small stuff. All right, so as you saw, it's a different night, by the way. Got busy doing some other stuff yesterday. But just doing a little compression test on Nick's car just to make sure everything's good because it's a stock engine and we are going to send it. And everyone has their own way of doing compression tests, leak down tests. But on a compression test, I just do 4 revolutions. The biggest thing you have to do is just do it consistent. So if you're going to do 4, if you're going to do 6, you're going to do 8. I typically just try and do like 4 revolutions, keep it the exact same. You can do more than that, obviously. Keep it on a battery charger, obviously, because it's hard on the battery. And but yeah, all his hit pretty much 180. So we're gonna send this thing. Hopefully Nick's okay with me blowing it up. Got the wheels off. Spell-X are so freaking light. Love these things. So we got some new 315/50/17 ET Street R's for the weekend. So we're gonna get those put on. All right, guys, so we made it to the Motorplex. They had No Prep Kings yesterday, so you can see all the No Prep Kings guys are leaving. And we're at a private rental, Texas Motorplex. So just ran the car through the gears, checked all the fluids, just starting to change the AMS 2000 and the watt box right now. And then hopefully in the next like 30 to 45 minutes, we'll make the first pass. All right, guys, so got the helmet hair going on. First pass went down. Obviously the track's really good. I should have turned it up way more, but it went like a really slow 139, 60 foot, like 550 or 560 at like 130. So only like 8.6 at 161 out the back, which is, I mean, it's okay for a stock motor car, but we had already went faster in the summertime. So, but I couldn't remember what settings I had the controller at back then. So the air is definitely better today, so it should take a little bit less boost, but we're gonna try and see how fast we can go. I really wanna work on the 60 foot though, because this car has not really 60 footed very well, but this is the second time being at a decent track with this car. So we're gonna try a lot more RPM and a little bit more boost, and then bring the boost in sooner and see what this thing will do. So I'd really like to see this car 60 foot though, because it's leaving a lot of ET because of the 60 foot. So we're cooling it off right now. I already changed the AMS 2000 and the watt box settings and everything. So here in just a little bit, we'll go make another pass. All right, guys, so we made another pass. Went 851, a little bit faster, picked up like a 10. 60 foot picked up a little bit, but this converter was spec'd for his built motor, so we're fighting that right now. So I'm just gonna throw a ton of RPM and boost at it and see how much we can overcome it. Obviously, you can only overcome it so much, but we're just gonna keep creeping up on the RPM and the boost and bring the boost in faster. We'll see what happens. Oh shit. So finally got the 60 foot better. Not exactly what we wanted, but it went 124, and this thing went 809 at like 168. So it's definitely got some more boost to go. We could definitely throw some boost at it, and we still got more to go on the 60 foot. Definitely with the converter being a little tighter for the built motor, and now it has a stock motor in it, we definitely got to throw a lot of RPM and bring the boost in a lot faster, but it took it. And yeah, so then we're gonna creep on it just a little more and see if we can't dip into the 7s on a stock motor. We'll see. About to find out. You know, if we just took my fat ass out of the car and you were in it, that's a 10th.
We get a 7.5.
Okay, not that fast. Or we could let the dogs drive.
Definitely a 7.8.
It goes 7.9 with you right now.
7.8.
Probably. I weigh 100 pounds more than you right now.
How about this? You do a burnout because you taught me how to do that, guys.
Yeah, you don't want to do a burnout.
Hop out of the car, pull me in.
Line you up. You'll just let go of the trans brake.
Um,
Just hold it and I'll tell you when to let go.
Perfect.
I'll smack the window. Well, that's racing, you know. We actually went slower this time, so we turned it up a little more, and yeah, I know my hair's getting out of control. We turned it up a little more and it went slower. So Nick's car, we haven't hooked up the air shifter yet, so I've always been manually shifting it. Well, his, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, we probably just got to adjust the cable on it, but I've always had to like pull down and then go up with it, and so that time I guess I didn't click it all the way into second. And so by that time that I noticed I didn't click it into second, I was like sitting on it too long, so I just put it in third. And so we went a little bit slower, and I'm not bumping in because it's just testing tunes, so I don't really care to bump in. And so I didn't sit on the brake long enough for it to build enough boost. So just part of it, part of racing. So we're gonna get it cooled off and see if we can get another pass, maybe 2 more, but we're kind of starting to run out of time. But I'm still really happy. It went 809 at 168, I think. So I'll post a slip, but I'm super happy with that. I just want to go just a little faster. Give me a 10th, please. I'm about to start taking weight out of this bitch. the look of sheer defeat. So I went 122, 60 foot, which it picked up a little bit there. 513, 137, 8025 at 169 miles an hour. Man, it was so close. It definitely could have taken more boost. I needed like 1 or 2 more passes to reel in the 60 foot. But man, it was close. The air is really not that good either today. It was like 800 feet DA. If we came like December, January, when it gets to like negative 500, negative 1,000. Because when I ran my stock motor record pass, like, gosh, 4 years ago, when I went 820s, it was like negative 1,000 that day. Like, it was mine shaft air. But it's Dallas. It's still not that cold yet. I mean, it's like 65 degrees right now, right?
It is colder.
It was 65 earlier. It's probably like 60 degrees
It was 65
now.
when we got here.
Yeah. So, really not the best air, but man, I was so close. I'm sorry, Nick, I let you down. But Nick really needed this slip so that he could qualify for TX2K. So that was kind of the big reason. And then in the back of my head, I really wanted to hit a 7 with a stock engine. Completely stock Gen 3, like no valve springs, stock cams, full VCT, stock bottom end, completely stock Gen 3 with a Turbo 400 and twin turbos. And no excuses, we didn't get it. CoyoteDirect.com for all your parts. Come on!